What's up guys, it's me, Jeremy, and today I'll be stealing his format because I have some cool ass intro for this video that you'll see later in this video. Now in this video I'm going to be talking about how to have better ganks and knowing your opponent, and just giving you guys that secret sauce for having successful ganks. And with all that being said, let's get right into the video. Alright, so ganking somebody, determining your ability versus his ability to escape, that's very hard to explain because each champion is different. So what I'm going to explain in this video is how to read enemies' wards, especially when you don't see them placing a ward on the ground. So we're going to need this Summoner's Rift map, because we're going to be drawing a few diagrams, and we're just going to be drawing a few examples to make you guys understand what players do. So let's say you're starting at blue and you want to go and gank top lane. Now usually you're done your 3 camp start at 3 minutes and 20 seconds, and usually smart players will know this. So they start warding at 3:20 to spot out to see if they're being ganked anytime soon. Now the dots represent wards that they may place if they're being pushed in. If they are pushing into your team, expect to see some wards right here. Now, to actually know if they warded or not, you actually have to see them leave the lane. Otherwise, if they haven't left the lane yet, it's safe to assume they haven't warded yet. So in that sense, they are free ganks. Now here are all the places where wards could be if they are being pushed in and or pressured. Now, you have to remember in the early game, people don't really have a lot of wards except their trinket. So honestly, everything before 5 to 6 minutes should be easier to gank. After that time though, and people start to recall, they will have their pink wards and vision on the map is going to be a little bit more bigger for them. Now you can still gank these lanes even though if they're warded or not. It just depends on how overextended they are, what your champion's kit versus their kit does, or if you know things are warded, you can always sneak in the bush and try a lane gank. It's harder to do in the bot lane because the support has wards, so since they have a lot of wards in their inventory, they can put one in your ally's bush. And yeah, mid lane is simple too. If they're overextending and you have some mid laner with hard CC, you can still gank them even if they have a ward. Now I know what you're thinking, this kind of looks like football. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Let's get on to the next point. So another thing that might happen is say the enemy support roams mid and does some shit with your mid laner. If say the enemy team is pressuring your team, it is possible that after the support leaves, there will be wards here and here. If the enemy is neutral or behind, they will probably put down some wards on their way back to the bottom lane. So usually if an enemy walks around an area that's kind of like neutral territory or your territory, they'll probably put down a ward. So always remember that. It could even be a trinket ward. Anyways, before I go, I just want to give you guys some tips on ganking some lanes that might be warded. So let's say this mid lane was warded with a pink. Notice how it can't see the area above it, so what you can do is sneak around and gank them around the cliff. That is definitely something you can do. And the next ward is going to be right here. Now this ward actually covers a lot of areas, so if you can see the enemy go out of the lane for like more than 3 seconds, he probably warded this. And it's very hard to gank them if they put a ward here. But if it's just like in their bush and not the river bush, then it's probably easy to gank them still. Some people also ward here. You'll see that this bush also leaves a blind spot for you to sneak in. So again, I'm just going to say that as a mid laner, these bushes suck and you should probably ward that only bush right there. Sometimes it can be hard if the enemy jungler is around, of course, and you just want to feel a little safe, so you ward these bushes. But they're actually terrible and they don't give you 100% security. Even if you put this ward here, it won't do anything. And then the last tip, I think you guys already know this, but Scuttle Crab does not reveal that cliff where the jungler can come out of, so the top lane is still unsafe. And this is not 100% security as well. This change happened a while ago, but I don't think a lot of people know this, so I'm just going to say it right now. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I know it was a pretty short video, but this video just kind of randomly came to my mind, and I thought it was a really good idea when I was going to bed. So I just want to share it with you guys. And I also wanted to bring a little Madden and League of Legends, so I thought it was kind of fun. And hopefully you guys did too. Anyways, in one of my other videos, I asked you guys, what is your tip for solo queue? And here's some of my favorite answers. Now, for a chance to be featured in a future video, make sure to comment below on what is your favorite part about E3. Now, I made this video on Monday, and there wasn't anything about Kingdom Hearts 3, so I'm kind of pissed about that. But I'm actually so hyped for the new South Park game, and I'm definitely going to get my hands on that when it comes out. If you're listening, Ubisoft, please sponsor me and I'll play the shit out of that game. But yeah, let me know in the comments below on what you're hyped for from E3. Anyways, if you guys did like this video, make sure to leave a like, and if you didn't, make sure to subscribe. Anyways, I am Panzer Dragon, and I'll see you guys next time.